as a team better than we did on Monday night. Like Reece said, I mean, our shots weren't falling, but, guys on the bench, in the huddles, we were encouraging each other that, although our shots aren't falling, just don't let our defense slip. And, doing that, we kind of had ourselves in the game a little bit. So I'll probably just say we were a little bit more collectively together as a team.
A lot of energy off the bench. He was getting stops on the defensive end, making plays on the offensive end as well. So, he's young, so he's still learning, but I feel like he gave us good energy and minutes today. And I feel like he'll grow from this.
Okay, 2 more. David.
I think we still gotta, run the offense well. Still try to get them looks in different ways. Maybe set some more screens for them, back screens maybe, and just play off that tight defense. I think that creates gaps for others. Just be able to make sound plays. I say just stay encouraged. Still stay aggressive. When you start not taking the shots, that's when the whole offense doesn't work. So I feel like we were getting a good spots today. Just the shots weren't falling. So we don't want it to affect the defensive end too much because and it didn't. I feel like that kept us in the game enough today. So I think I just go to credit our defense. We were getting enough stops. Like you said, we weren't putting the ball in the hole. So some games we're gonna have to do that to stay in it. And we tried today. It just wasn't gonna make it difficult for him on every pitch. We know he's a great player, great shooter. So I just wanted to make it hard for him throughout the whole game. I say just continue to take the good shots when they're there. Stay confident in the shots that we're taking, and just get it through the offense, I guess.
Jordan, I would just say I knew it was going to be a challenge. Just wanted to make it as hard on him as I could. So that's just kind of what I wanted to do, and that's just kind of how I went into this game.
8-point second half. No, but it was better. We tried to make little adjustments, and said you missed some shots in the first half. Some of those are gonna fall, and some of them did. Not as many as we hoped, but I thought we got maybe again, off my recollection, a little better shots in the lane, attacking the rim, a couple offensive rebounds, and even a couple rhythm looks from three that helped at least allow us to have a chance to be in a 1 or 2 possession game late. And those are the things, just when it comes down to those games, you got to be able to come up with that. If you want to say you got to make a play, you got to possess the ball. You can't turn it over. You got to be sound. You got to go. So those are those things that we talked about. Like you got to be a touch surer in those areas. Again, effort was good, and guys were trying, and a lot of it had to do with UNC. But those are the plays that we remember. Like, you got it to where at least it was there. The crowd was great. I think they're fighting for these guys as hard as they can, but we'll keep battling for sure. And some shots always helps when you can bang some threes. You gotta earn and get good looks. You gotta capitalize if you get to the line. Get some offensive rebounds, which we got. I thought Jordan did a good job for us. He gave us everything he could, battling against obviously who he had to battle against, and so we got some stuff there. But you guys play more confidence, but you do have to knock down some shots when it's there, or finish a drive to just keep it going. And I always will look. It's a little fresh. Was there enough quality looks? Did we get enough quality looks? Did we get there? That's how I try to judge it. And if you're not getting quality looks, there's some adjustments you can make. Okay, but if you're getting quality looks and there's not going in, then you just got to keep really repping those out and taking them and finding ways to have a bit more confidence and a bit more sureness in those settings. His practice better, and he drew some fouls, got to the line. I think him defensively, it's a lot, right? He's a first year out there, so he's got the athleticism. He's got to keep staying ready in that spot. But it's good to see him get that experience. And again, you see those bursts of athleticism and touching the paint, and grabbing some rebounds, and so I thought maybe he could touch the paint, do that, and he did it a little bit, but kind of like all of us, we struggled with certain issues. They get some stuff inside and go, and a little better in the second half at that. But they are long, they're athletic, and they do contest. But that's where you want to get that ball in, get it on the glass or make the kick out, and just trying a variety of things. But yeah, they did bother some of those shots, and we just missed a couple. I think that probably we should have made or could have. I think for sure. I mean, it comes part of it. I mean, teams are. That's why we're trying to do a few different things. You know, they're figuring some things out that are tough for us, and you know, and you got to just take the shots when they're there, the right guys. We thought we opened some things up a little bit better the second half. Got some stuff into the lane, down the ball screens, and then try to get movement. But yeah, no, I think that certainly gets into it. But you just, again, when you got an open one, you got to take it. You got to get a good shot and be as good in the other areas. And that's the challenge right now. But we can't let up. And some shots always helps. When you can bang some threes, you got to, again, you got to earn and get good looks. You got to again capitalize if you get to the line. You know, get some offensive rebounds, which we got. I thought Jordan did a good job for us. He gave us everything he could, battling against obviously who he had to battle against, and so we got some stuff there. But you guys play more confidence, but you do have to knock down some shots when it's there, or finish a drive to just keep it going. And you know, I always will look. It's a little fresh. Was there enough quality looks? Did we get enough quality looks? Did we get there? That's how I try to judge it. And if you're not getting quality looks, I mean, there's some adjustments you can make, okay. But if you're getting quality looks and there's not going in, then you just got to keep really repping those out and taking them and finding ways to, you know, have a bit more confidence and a bit more sureness in those settings. He's practiced better, and you know, he drew some fouls, got to the line. I think, you know, him defensively, you know, it's a lot, right? He's first year out there, so he's got the athleticism. He's got to keep staying ready in that spot. But it's good to see him get that experience. And again, you see those bursts of athleticism and touching the paint, and grabbing some rebounds, and you know, so I thought maybe he could touch the paint and do that. And he did it a little bit, but kind of like all of us, we struggled with certain issues.
But then it had been in Blacksburg, but obviously the offense had another tough day.
Yeah.
Has there been a common thread the past couple games at that end of the court?
Yeah, I think the defense. There was a couple breakdowns, crucial, and we put a lot of pressure on our defense down the stretch. We had the possession or we lost a guy, but the defense held us in there enough to try to stay attached. I think IMAC had a shot that would cut it to 2 or 3. I think Jordan was at the line late to cut it to 3, perhaps. Is that right? Missed the front end with bonus. You know, offensively, yeah, it's hard. We were a little better in the second half, but you know, they're really keying in on a few guys and really playing off of some others, and tried to get some more movement. Again, some of those shots we need to finish and knock them down, but just keep trying to get quality looks and work hard. But again, and they defended well too. You know, they had a week to prepare, and they were really good effort. You fought, and I said you were smart some of the time, most of the time. I said, but not enough of the time to, you know, smart soundness. And that's the area I talk about, playing is hard with effort as you can, but you got to play as smart and sound. And I thought there were some stretches where we got a little scattered, and then a breakdown with a missed coverage or something, even something offensively that we called cost us in a game. That shots, I thought we ran into some screens uncharacteristically. We didn't lower our shoulder and get on his numbers and chase, and didn't give enough help, and got lost a couple times, and then he made us pay with those shots. And he's got a lot of experience. That's an experienced team, and I think sometimes we show our inexperience in those games, and possessions matter. They're so important. That's why you get so mad if you feel like, oh, it should have been our ball or something happened. You feel all that because, you know, everything is magnified in a big game and in, you know, situations like this. But he really was good in the first half, and I thought we missed. Didn't tag him as close as we needed to, and that was the story for sure in the first half.
I thought it was huge for us, you know, going into the game. We identified, you know, what we needed to do to have some success on the offensive end. One was take care of the basketball. I thought we did a better job of that in the second half. Get to the free throw line. We needed to do that, and I thought we did a better job of that in the second half, obviously. And then second chance opportunities, we felt like, you know, we could get some offensive rebounds, but we needed to be persistent in terms of going to the offensive glass, and we were better at that in the second half as well. And you mentioned Armando, just being able to keep the ball alive and give us another opportunity to score and take time off the clock was just really huge for us. You know, going into this game, you know, one of the things that we consistently said to each other is whatever it takes, you know, on both ends of the floor. You know, whether it's, you know, whatever it takes to get through the screen, to box out, to rebound, to talk on defense, to dive on loose balls, offensively, whatever it takes to come off those screens, to post up hard, to get second chance opportunities, to knock down open jumpers, to get to the free throw line, whatever it takes. And so, you know, I think I mentioned it before, you know, we've been in games like this where you know, you just had to find ways to be able to win. And just another gritty win for us, and I'm just really proud of this. Against Virginia, you're going to have to knock down some shots, and he was the only one that consistently was able to shoot the ball from three. And that was huge for us from the standpoint of him making them, but him making them, I think, stretched out their defense. And so when we had Cormac coming off those screens, they were so like aware of where he was. We were able to get in the second half some baskets around in the paint because of Cormac and his ability to shoot the basketball today. About where we were after the first half, but you know, we talked about where we could have been because, you know, we had turnovers, we put them on the free throw line, we gave them second chance opportunities, and so I told them that we're in a good spot, but the most encouraging thing was that we can be even better, and I felt like that really got them going and really confident out there. Finisher, I mean, he's really aggressive in transition, ball screen action, his ability to be able to get to the rim and be able to score and also distribute. And so I thought we did a really good job of contesting his shots when he drove into the lane, making them make tough twos, contested floaters, but not helping up the lane where it gave their bigs an easy basket underneath the, you know, underneath the rim. And so I thought, you know, overall team defense was really good, and you know, we needed to step up on the defensive end, and we required, you know, against Virginia, against anybody, but specifically UVA, was a full commitment on the defensive end in terms of whatever it takes defensively to get a stop. So if it means to defend one of their actions for 30 seconds, then it is what it is. If it's 5 seconds, then that's what that possession calls for. And so, you know, that's something that we talked about at great length, about having a full commitment to whatever we need to do, not only to defend their actions, but to finish the possession with a box out and rebound. You know, again, whatever it takes, you know, having Armando get 2 fouls and having Jay Wash and James come in and help us rebound, defend, that is what is needed. You know, this is a team. And with this team, you know, everybody has an opportunity to step up when their number is called. And Jay Wash and James, I thought, did a fantastic job stepping in when Armando got into foul trouble. That definitely plays into it. I mean, you know, everybody does scouting reports and understanding personnel and how you want to play individual players depending on their strengths. And, you know, Virginia's one of the best teams in the country, and, you know, we try to defend them in a way where we can take away those 3-point shots from their best 3-point shooters and make them put the ball on the floor. And then other guys that do a better job of attacking the basket and scoring in the paint to make them be efficient from you know, beyond 3 points. You know, we like the movement of that play, and, you know, Cormac, you know, had been shooting the ball really well, and so we wanted to put him in a situation where maybe he could get a look. But again, as I mentioned before, because of his ability to make threes in this game, he drew a lot of attention. And because of the pace and the speed that he comes off those screens, it left Harrison wide open right underneath the basket. To celebrate this win, because winning is hard, and I want them to enjoy this moment. And I said, as soon as we get back to the Smith Center and the bus goes right into the tunnel, now we focus on our preparation for a really good Miami team on Monday. Something that we've said throughout the entire year is there's more to be said and more to be done.